Jazze Pha in the building. Let's talk about it, man. Your evolution, Memphis. You were born of royalty. Your father was in the Barcades.
Yeah.
Your mother was an acclaimed singer.
Yeah.
You got your name from another member
of the
Barcades that passed away in the same plane crash with Otis Redding.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Well, you know, the Barcades were the house band for Stax Records. So my dad was the bass player. He was 17 years old at the time. You know what I'm saying? Playing behind Otis Redding.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And the Barcades didn't have a lead singer at the time. That was the old Barcades. And my dad was the odd man out of the flights.
Wow.
He didn't even get on that flight.
Wow.
Him and another guy were on a commercial flight.
Wow.
Phelan Jones and all of those guys were on a private flight.
Wow.
With Otis Redding, the Barcades. There was only one survivor.
Wow.
Who was one of the Barcades. His name is Ben Colley.
Wow.
Who was the trumpet player, also one of my godfathers. I got many godfathers. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was one of my godfathers, rest his soul, but he survived the plane crash. And I was named after Phelan Jones, who was a horn player.
Wow.
Yes, and that was one of my daddy's best friend.
Wow.
His name was Phelan.
Wow. So it was like destiny was on your hands musically, man. Talk about the influences, like Memphis. Like, come on now, like that's
man,
you know
M-Town,
what I mean?
man. Memphis just, I mean, from 8-Ball to MJG, back to Spanish Fly, back to Player Fly, back to, you know, Gangsta Boo, rest her soul.
Right. Rest in peace,
man, my boy Slice T, like, you know, it was always a special place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And mind you, I grew up in California.
Yes.
I grew up in California, but in the summertime, I would be in Memphis.
Okay, all right.
But people thought
there's so much Memphis in you.
Yeah,
you know
yeah. It's in me.
Yeah.
It's in me because I was really down on Beale Street. I didn't sang with BB King before. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like been beside all these people. You know, because of my dad. You know what I'm saying? Because of these relationships.
Yeah.
And he always kept me around the music, and I wanted to be there.
Yeah.
He knew what I was. He knew before I knew.
At what age?
Man, probably 11, 12.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was dabbling and pushing faders, you know what I'm saying, before the faders were automated, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When it was like 3 or 4 people pulling down a mix, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all wouldn't know nothing about that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but it was, as time went by, they were like, you know, you're going to be doing this. You know, you're going to be doing this. And they always would ask me, like, what they doing? What they doing? You know, like, because now I'm like, you know, I'm asking the youngins now, like, you know, my daughter and my little young nephews. I be like, what they doing? You know what I'm saying? You know, now I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They always want, it's all about the youth.
Trendsetter.